Alright, 2 viewer fighting videos today. Awesome. Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, Poke fans, and others who have come on the video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today I have another viewer fighting video today. And this one was requested by Desert100. He wanted me to make a rant on the Gen 6 spin-off games. And while I might make it there, I'm not sure. I don't feel like this is gonna be an actual rant. So Desert, I apologize in advance if it doesn't turn that way. I feel like you have a lot more anger towards these things than I do. So the first one I do want to talk about is the first one that came out, which was Pokemon Battle Troze. Now this was the sequel to Pokemon Troze that came out for the DS. I believe it was 7 years ago, maybe. I don't remember. I didn't buy that game either. It's basically like a simple puzzle game. It's kind of like Bejeweled. If you guys ever played that game, it's basically like that. It's just Bejeweled or Candy Crush. Candy Crush is a lot more recent. That one you guys might understand. It's kind of the same mindset, same gameplay. I'm not a big fan of those things, so I didn't really bother buying these two games. And I guess those are the ones that I really have maybe some sort of anger towards, but at the same time not really, because since I know it's not geared towards me, I can't really hate it. I know plenty of people that like that style of gameplay, so I can say that at least for those people, this was a great thing to do. Which also brings in Pokemon Shuffle, which is kind of the same logic, except in this one you are capturing your defeated opponents, and then you use them to fight against other ones. I think that's how they both are. I don't know. I've never played these games, so I don't know exactly how they work, but that's kind of the idea. It's still technically like Candy Crush, except that Pokemon Battle Troze was actually like a full retail game, and Pokemon Shuffle is a free to play with downloadable, add-on, or not add-ons, but like basically you have to pay to progress in the game, because it's timed. It's literally like Candy Crush, where you can pay to continue playing or just wait a little bit and come back to play it later. That kind of idea. So, I mean, like I said, that type of game isn't geared towards me personally, so I'm not gonna hate it for that. I do feel like it's a weird way for them to go, but I'm not gonna hate them for it. The other game I want to talk about is the one that came in June of last year, which didn't even get an American release, which was the Thieves. What was it? The Thieves, and I can't remember. It was a Thieves game or whatever. That was kind of mainly for promotion for the Diancie movie. So again, I don't know. Plus, the fact that it never came to America doesn't even affect us as a group. I do feel that if they were gonna release anything to promote the movie, they definitely should have done something with us. Send something to America, because the movie did air. I don't know if it was released in theaters. I don't think it was, but I mean, it was a very sought out after movie. So I mean, something they should have done something to hype it up. And the next one is Pokemon Art Academy. Now this game I didn't buy purely because I outgrew that phase. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to have coloring books and I used to draw Pokemon badly, but I still drew them. It's a fun hobby. It really is. I don't know where it's at, but I'm pretty sure my dad still has a drawing of Latios that I made for him when I was a little kid, somewhere in his office or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it still exists, but the point I'm trying to make, this game, it's mainly for kids. It's basically for those that want to feel like they're drawing these characters. I don't think that's a bad thing. In all honesty, if I was a little bit younger, like, I'm being serious, if I was like maybe like 5-6 years younger than I am right now, so I'm not old, but I feel like I am too old for this type of game. I would buy that game. At that age, I probably would be asking for the game. Like, can you guys give me this game? So I mean, I wouldn't be against owning Pokemon Art Academy, and I don't think that anybody should hate this game because it's literally just the coloring books from our time modernized. I mean, I remember my parents used to pay. I mean, for a lot of them, I mean, it probably would have cost the same amount as this game does. So it's not like it's. I can't hate on it because of the idea behind it. I mean, it's to me, this is how I would have preferred to have my drawings back in the day because it actually is like detailed and they have explanations. Because back then, I used to just have to do it from my eyesight. I was like, okay, so it has this. Let me try to make this weird looking circle. So I mean, it's like this person right here, is actually something I would have preferred to have, in my earlier years. So I don't know. I really can't hate on this. The other Gen 6 spin-off game that obviously comes up next is Pokemon Fighters. I don't know how you can hate that game. It's oh my goodness, it's the Pokemon fighting game, the franchise, the fans, everybody has been waiting for years. I mean, I remember the what was it? I don't remember what it's called. It was an actual Pokemon fighting game that somebody modded and created online, and people were going insane about it. I mean, people used to use it like people were doing tournaments for this game. You had Gengar, you had Blaziken, you had Lucario, Gardevoir was in there, I think. It was amazing. It was an amazing game, and now basically we're getting an actual full release from the company that creates this franchise. I mean, I know that Game Freak isn't actually the one developing the whole game, but they're working alongside the people who are making the game. So, and we're getting a Wii U release. I mean, I know right now it's still in arcades. That was a test. Now we're getting it. I can't wait to buy this game. I mean, I really want some. I mean, at E3 this year, we better see some Wii U footage for this game. I'm being legit serious. I want to see some Wii U footage for Pokemon Fighters to be announced and be shown, and maybe a window for release. Hopefully 2016. I'm hyped. Whew. Now the last game on this list, on this video, on this topic that I want to talk about is the Pokemon Rumble World. Now, I'm pretty sure this is what struck up the debate of me making this rant video. Uh, I'm pretty sure that because it's a free to play with microtransactions and the mindset of mobile games where you have a certain limit of turns or uses before you have to stop and wait, or you can buy whatever it is energy to continue playing the game. I can see that's probably the thing that really bothers me about this game. But at the same time, I don't care about this one. I'm gonna buy. I mean, not. It's not really buying. I'm gonna download. I already downloaded the game. Today's Friday. The game came out on Wednesday. I mean, technically speaking, I'm recording this ahead of time, so I technically haven't downloaded it. But that's a secret. But I can see myself having fun with this game. I'm pretty sure that by the time this video goes up, I will probably be playing the game right at that moment because I played the original Rumble. I played the original Pokemon Rumble on the Wii, and I beat that shit. And I played it by myself, and with my sisters, and with my mom, and by myself again, and I beat that shit multiple times. I loved Pokemon Rumble. It was one of the greatest things I'd ever seen. And the stupid thing was that, and actually, I wasn't able to buy it day one because we didn't have the cards, the Wii points. We didn't have those. So we had to wait because nobody had them where we lived. Nobody knows. You couldn't find that shit in any store. So it took us a while to find them. In fact, it was actually my uncle who ended up finding it somewhere else and then just gave it to me for Christmas one year. And then I was like, yes, I can finally download the game, and I did. The one that came after it, Rumble Blast. I wanted that game so bad. And in fact, when I got my 3DS, it was around the time. I think Rumble Blast either had just released or was going to release, but I never had the money for it. And then it basically started going down in priority because more games started coming out that I really wanted, and I just felt like I mean, Rumble Blast, while I really, really wanted it, it just didn't stack up to the other games that were being released. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I couldn't get it. And then I played a little bit of Rumble U with a friend of mine. He actually has his Wii U. And if I ever get uh, another Wii U, like the Wii U money card, and I put it on my Wii U, I'm downloading that game because I love this. This because I've only missed one game. I can say I technically still like this series. I like the Rumble series, and I feel like Rumble World can't really it can't disappoint in terms of gameplay. It's too simple of a game, game style to really. There's really not too much that they can do to change the formula to make it worse or better, I guess. It's also a bad thing. It can improve on itself. Although this version is going to have Mega Evolution, so I guess that's technically improving it in some way. I don't know how it's going to work, but I don't care. Uh, I'm getting the game, though. I'm probably playing it right this moment while watching the video. So, I can't hate on it. I can't. I love the games. I'm not going to be paying them to play the game either. It's a free download, so I'm gonna get it the moment it comes out. Not only that, I'm just gonna be playing the game. And if I need to take a break because it tells me you ran out of plays, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'll come back to you later. And then that's all it is. That's all I need. That's all I need. And besides, one of the things that I have to say, I actually have to say this. I'm not a person who can hate Pokemon. I mean, honestly, the puzzle games are really the only thing I can get like actually somewhat upset about because I do not care about puzzle games. But at the end of the day, I have to say, well, I mean, it's not like they're making these games geared towards me, right? I'm not the center of the universe, okay? Game Freak doesn't even know who the fuck I am, so who am I to hate on their puzzle games because they're not directed, they're not made for my group, right? It's not made for us. It's made for little kids. Remember, Pokemon is a franchise that's directed at kids. You need to remember that. So when they do make these games that you're like, this is stupid, why are they making this? You need to remember that's not for us. Pokemon Fighters. Now that's the game that's definitely for our generation because it just looks like it was intended. They're like these guys, okay? These are people who are in their 20s and their 30s who have been wanting a Pokemon fighting game for their entire life. Let's give it to them finally. So that's really the only game I can say for sure is directed to our generation. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for Rumble World. I mean, I'm excited. I'm probably, like I said, I'm probably playing it as you're watching this video. And I'm probably enjoying it. I really am. I mean, I might be almost up with my lives and I have to wait like an hour or something to play again. But I don't care. I mean, as long as I'm not stupid enough to spend my money constantly to get more turns, it doesn't affect me in the least. I mean, I didn't do that shit for when I used to play iPod games. I don't know the apps. I didn't do that shit back then, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. I'm sorry I didn't turn into a rant, Desert. I apologize. It was supposed to be a rant, but I couldn't do it because I couldn't. It just wasn't gonna happen. I see the other side of these games to where I can't actually hate any of them except for the puzzle games. Those can go die, or at least make sure you tell them, hey, this is for the casual mobile crowd. Okay, that's for you guys. This, in fact, why did they just release those on the freaking App Store? That'd be better for them. Not full-fledged games. Make them actual apps that you can download on your phone or your iPad or your whatever the fuck the tablet. Do that. Just do that. It'll be much easier for us, the handheld group, if you just make games that are geared towards us. And Rumble World, I'm gonna say it's definitely one that should be handheld because it's always. I mean, at least Nintendo products because it's always been that way. You had it on the Wii, you had it on the 3DS first, or after that, and you had it on the Wii U, and you're back to the 3DS. That's fine. That's fine. That is completely fine. But yeah, that is going to be it. Sorry that I disappointed you, Desert. But I hope you still enjoy the video. Feel free to leave your discussions. Let me know why you wanted a rant or why you hate these games. Anybody else, feel free to comment down below what your thoughts on these games are. We're still missing our Wii U title, Nintendo Game Freak. I want my sequel to Pokemon Coliseum. Okay, and XD goes, right? I want another game like that. Or fuck, Pokemon Snap 2. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, we need that. We need those games. We need our Wii U title. Okay, no more Battle Revolutions, no more Stadium. We don't need that shit no more. Give us an actual game that has a story that's full fledged and fleshed out and amazing, and then give us Pokemon Snap 2 because everybody and their grandma is waiting for that that game. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any suggestions for future viewer Friday videos, leave them in the comment section down below. Send me a message on YouTube, tweet at me, Facebook me, Google Plus me. I don't know if that's a thing, but go ahead and do it anyways. And let me know so I can write it down for a future Friday video. That's it. Soresan out.